Hey, hi, happy weekend. It's Meredith. I'm here with our message for Friday, the 22nd of May, Saturday, the 23rd, Sunday, the 24th. We are using Deviant Moon Tarot for our weekend message. We had 3 cards come off the bottom of the deck. Our first is the Star. Oh, very nice. So see, our message of manifestation, being in the flow of manifestation, continues. With this Star here, there is a connection to the Strength card, which I do believe we saw earlier this week. And it is having the strength to stay in the flow of allowing. Yeah, it sounds so nice and sweet when you say it out loud, and the execution of that, though, can be rather challenging. So this week I have experienced myself and heard from many that while we are all feeling happy, solid, strong, great on our foundations, we are noticing some sort of discomfort. And the discomfort, I feel, has been connected to the Justice card, because we've been balancing scales, we've been finding harmony, and that's a transition of energy. And it has us coming back to the Star over and over again. So we have had to have the strength to allow for change. We've had to have the strength to let go and go with the flow. And I feel that the Star is representative in confirmation of that message that has come to us in repetition. Next we have, oops, sorry, this is the next card. The Sun. Yeah, beautiful. Happiest card in tarot, and not the first time we've seen this one this week as well. So 2 major arcana cards there in the theme of the reading. So this becomes our Justice card in a way, these two, because we are on our own inner scale, finding the balance, finding the harmony for our experiences, and we're weighing them against the energy of the Sun. So this is the happiest card in tarot, and we want to remain in the flow of allowing as it relates to this kind of happiness, because this is a choice. It's not just something that happens to us or at us randomly. We are the momentum of the flow of happiness in our world by the choices that we make and where we invest our energies, how we contribute, how we participate. Beautiful. Coming with is the 7 of Swords. So this card, in combination with these other 2, adds to the message of justice that we've seen so many times this week, and brings us back yet again to what I was just saying here about the Sun. How are we contributing? How are we participating? Is it a value add to our heart space? Does it bring us closer to, further from what it is we hold in heart space for manifestation? Does it contribute to our happiness? How is our energetic investment blossoming this kind of energy over here? And on the scales of justice and harmony, what are we releasing here on the 7, where we become robbed of our own joy? The 7 in tarot, the 7 of Swords in tarot, is considered the thief. And it's usually a person, making off with a bunch of swords and, something being stolen. And a traditional message in tarot is, it's taken to the physical. Like, if you haven't got it locked down, tied tight, and someone walks off with it, you're responsible for that because you didn't tend it properly. But I feel it's more about tending our own energies and our self-relationship and how we bring ourselves to every situation. And when we're there, do we recognize whether or not we're being robbed of our joy, or that we are being fulfilled by our happiness? And are those 2 things happening at the same time? And are we noticing that? Okay, that's for you to contemplate. Let's see what comes with these cards. 9 of Cups. Beautiful. I would say that we are harmonizing things quite well, because the 9 of Cups is the Ace of Cups 9 times over. And it's, we've got a genie popping out of a lantern here. Is it a lantern? Well, anyway, a genie popping out saying, I'm going to fulfill your wishes. And, be mindful of the wishes. Yet again, it comes back to the Star, the Sun. Are you focused on happiness on your foundation? Anyway, with so much manifestation energy present for us, the Nine of Cups becomes something of, oh my gosh. My guides are showing me like a game show and somebody winning the prize on the game show. You know, you spun the wheel and it landed on something great for you. Yes, but it's usually something that you've held in heart space for quite a period of life experience. And it's coming to fulfillment because your focus is on the sun. It's on the happiness. It's on the flow of manifestation here in the star. And from prior experience, we have a sensitivity to what doesn't feel quite right, what is not fulfilling, what's not adding value, right? So the Nine of Cups is not so much a whimsical spin of the wheel and, you know, woohoo, I just won something great. It's really about the investment that you've made in your own happiness that produces this kind of life experience. Yeah. Next, we have the Two of Cups. Yes, here again, we've got more inner harmony and balance showing up. Divine masculine, divine feminine within the self, an exchange of cups, an offer. We are offering our happiness to the divine all that is, and the divine all that is responding in a reciprocal way. Nine of Cups, right? That's fantastic energy every time. And then, you know, the Two of Cups takes it out into the atmosphere, out into the environment. So here again, the message repeats itself that when you are doing this kind of fair exchange within your own self, then the fair exchange blossoms and develops all around you and all of your other connections. And look at that. We have Justice back again. I'm actually glad to see it here since I feel it over in these three cards so strongly. And Justice in this deck is holding two swords. So like that's the Ace of Swords doubled for me. That's brilliant clarity. That's everlasting strength. And as I said, you have to have the strength to know when to let go and go with the flow. That's what's happening here. The scales are balancing within our own selves. There's this energy of maintaining. I hear fairness, a sense of fairness, and how we contribute and how that contribution adds to the momentum of joy and how it then flows back to us. Nine of Cups, Two of Cups, the sun, right? Coming with Justice. Ten of Pentacles. Oh, look at this. Yeah. The cards are really driving a point home. So if we haven't gotten it to this point, I feel as though the message is just going to hammer away at it until we get it. Now, we have these two playing chess, and we have this one holding up the table. And I feel a connection to the Seven of Swords here, the one who's holding up the table. They're paying no attention to this individual. Now, though they would if the table toppled, right? Anyway, the Ten of Pentacles is, you know, one of those cards like the Nine of Cups, like the Ten of Cups. It's a celebration. It's a legacy card. It's what we have to spare, to share. It's the spirit of generosity, reciprocity in this card. And, you know, what we have to pass on energetically. At what cost, though, here? Was it at the cost of your own joy for a long time? Did you see that? Did you correct that? Did you balance it? That's what Justice has been asking us all week long. I do feel that's why it's shown up in repetition. So when you bring harmony to it, when you're in generosity and the reciprocity of that, and the happiness just keeps coming and we keep going with the flow, every time we feel some discomfort or we recognize where we are allowing ourselves to be robbed of our joy because of the decisions that we made that put us in a position like this one here under the table. This is the kind of energy that we have in our joy, in our happiness, been encountering that feels uncomfortable. And that's where we're bringing our focus and our attention so that we can upgrade the frequency here. We can shift it all. So continue doing this. I mean, the cards are pointing us in this direction. They're reminding us of Nine of Cups, Two of Cups. justice with 2 swords in this deck. Right? So run your swords through those situations where things have not been an equitable exchange, where there has not been a sense of fairness, and recognize when you put yourself in that position, and then have the strength to let go of that, go with the flow on Star, re-engage the beautiful energy of manifestation that we have on offer to us in the brilliant clarity and happiness, joy, love, bliss of the sun. So these 7 of Swords moments, these moments of being underneath that table, being a support where there was no generous and fair exchange of energy, you right that energy, you bring harmony to it. Right over here. Lovely, isn't it? All right, let's go to Angel Answers. If you've got a question, an inquiry, looking for confirmation, put that thought into these cards. Back again, take action. You know, this card for me this week, I know we've seen it more than once. It's telling us to stay with this flow on Star. Keep running everything through your sense of happiness, because look, big happy changes back again. That's the 9 of Cups. This is what we're cultivating within our manifestation, and we are in an infinite flow with it, which gives us the strength to take a look at these energies. 7, this challenging energy on this 10 over here. Yeah. Another repeat for us. The situation will improve. It is improving. I feel that this card is a confirmation for us that this is the process we're in. While we're feeling good, strong, robust, vital, we continue to do this upgrade of energy that I'm talking about. So while you are feeling happy and blissful and joyful and celebrating 9 of Cups, 2 of Cups type of energy, 10 of Pentacles, the Sun, you have what it takes to give some energy to the things that were previously out of harmony. That message is so strong on repeat for us. Okay. Last, certainly not least, here in Angel Answers, communicate clearly. Remember, no verbal clutter in your conversation with the divine all that is. Be succinct, be direct, and stay connected to your own heart. And in connection with others, ask questions. Ask people if they've understood what you had to share. If you're confused in any way, ask for clarity. Because we don't want to fill in blanks or confusion with assumptions. Okay. Our affirmation from the universe has your back. Oneness is my true nature. Yeah. Being the love light that you are. Bring that to the collective, to the whole. All right. Our spirit animal for the weekend. What sweet creature wants to speak to us? Ooh. I don't know that we've had this one yet. We have goat spirit. I see Aries energy all over that. Aries the ram. Though I'm sure there's much more to the message. So check that out for yourself. And then for meditation, contemplation, return of spirit cards, what do we have? We have innocence. Yeah, very sweet. Engage your wonder and your awe. That's what I feel off that card. And recognition. Yeah, recognize that it's still there. And bring it. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Your comments, all deeply appreciated. Have a beautiful weekend. I'll see you soon. Peace, love, joy, happiness, and namaste.